What's up, guys? It's me Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Efe Ajagba versus Brian Howard, which is going to be a 10-rounder in the heavyweight division. And this fight is going to be Saturday, April 10th, from the Osage Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this fight is going to be broadcasted on ESPN, ESPN Plus, or on the ESPN app. And again, both fighters, Efe Ajagba, fighting out of Nigeria, now living in Stanford, Texas, holds a record of 14-0 with 11 wins coming by way of knockout. He is currently ranked number 19 by BoxRec and is definitely one of the top heavyweight prospects right now. Some of his good knockout wins come against Razvan Kojanu, Michael Valish, and Amir Mansour. He also has a knockout win over Iago Kaladzidi. He did get dropped in that fight but came back and won by knockout in the 5th round. He has some unanimous decision wins over Ali Eren Demazarian, who was an unbeaten Olympian at the time. Same with Ajagba, who also was an Olympian. And he's coming off a unanimous decision win over Jonathan Rice back in September. He didn't look too good in that fight. I mean, he won fairly wide in the scorecards, but he just didn't impress and didn't show a killer's instinct, I guess you could say. Because both fighters were scared of each other's power, and it sort of reminded me of Ngannou versus Derek Lewis. Both of them were tentative, and they stayed back, but Ajagba just landed more shots and just sort of picked up the pace as the fight went on. But to get into his opponent's resume, Brian Howard, fighting out of the United States, holds a record of 15 wins, 4 defeats, and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He is currently not ranked by BoxRec in the heavyweight division. I believe he is ranked in the bridgerweight division. That is why BoxRec does not have him ranked. And that means he's ranked in the top 15 at bridgerweight, so I'm not really too sure what that does for him if he were to lose this fight and what it does for Efe Ajagba. But he's coming off a knockout loss to Cuban heavyweight prospect Frank Sanchez. In my opinion, Sanchez would beat Efe Ajagba, and I'd love to see that fight. It'd be a great fight. But more on to Brian Howard's resume. He also has a knockout loss to Umar Salamov, and that was in the light heavyweight division, if you guys didn't know. He also has a unanimous decision defeat to Richard Rivera, a knockout loss to Harvey Jolly, and he has actually some very good wins where he did knock Carlos Negron out inside just one round. He also has a knockout win over Shondell Winters back when he was undefeated. And the thing is, Brian Howard always has a puncher's chance in his fights. Efe Ajagba, he didn't show that he had a great chin when he got dropped by a former cruiserweight in Iago Kaladzidi, who did not have a high knockout ratio. But he still came back and has shown an iron chin ever since in fighting power punchers like Jonathan Rice, as well as Razvan Kojanu, who also hit him with some good shots. He took them and battled him and got a 9th round stoppage. Brian Howard, he's got that lethal right hand. He landed it against Carlos Negron, put him out cold. Landed it against Shondell Winters, put him out cold. But against Sanchez and Salamov, he couldn't get that right hand landed, and he got knocked out. The thing is with him, he's got a bad chin but a great punch. And Ajagba, if he gets hit with one shot, he could get knocked out. I mean, I'm just being honest here. But I just think Efe Ajagba is going to win this fight by knockout, similar to the way like Frank Sanchez did it. He'll drop him multiple times and get the stoppage in between the first 4 rounds. But as I said before, I could definitely see Brian Howard just one-shotting Efe Ajagba and putting him out cold. But that's just going to be very unlikely. That's the most likely chance Brian Howard has to win this fight. And I did forget to mention that this fight is going to be the co-main event of the Joe Smith Jr. versus Maxim Vlasov main card, and it's still a very good fight nonetheless. It's a good step up for Efe Ajagba fighting a power puncher in Brian Howard, and it's just proving that he's a power punching heavyweight prospect that people want to see. And Efe Ajagba did previously work with PBC, and everyone wanted to see him fight like Frank Sanchez or someone like that, because that would have been an exciting showdown between two prospects who had great amateur backgrounds. But Efe Ajagba moved to Top Rank, fought a few times, and yeah, that's that. But this fight, many people are predicting a early knockout win for Efe Ajagba, and I'm also going to go on that train. I think Efe Ajagba is going to stop Brian Howard within the first 4 rounds. As I said before, it's going to be similar to how like Frank Sanchez did it, dropping him multiple times and getting that stoppage. But Brian Howard, as I said before, always has a puncher's chance, and you just have to look out for that. So overall, I think Efe Ajagba will go to 15-0 with 12 wins coming by way of knockout, and he will knock Brian Howard out in the co-main event to the Joe Smith Jr. versus Maxim Vlasov main card. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.